welcome back to Idaho Today. You know, it's getting warmer, the days are getting longer, and there's a sense of lightness in the air, right? Well, for lots of us, that means that we're going to be spending a lot more time outdoors. But before we do that, we are joined by Olympic gold medalist and owner of Pivot Fitness, Kristin Armstrong, to give us some spring fitness tips and also talk about a new offering at Pivot. But first, though, let's get to those tips, Kristin. So share with us some ways that we can better be prepared for our spring or outdoor activities, especially when we want to avoid injury, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that when you get outside, we get so excited. Our days are longer. The temperatures are definitely warmer. And a lot of times we just go out and we're a little bit overzealous.
Yes.
So first and foremost,
we're excited,
right? I mean,
yes.
We are excited, but we want sustainability. So sustainability meaning that we want to have more frequency during the week and getting out versus going out for that 2-hour hike that you haven't done since last summer.
Yes.
And then sitting down for like 3 more days.
Right, because you're so sore and you're so tired and you're like, oh, that was so much fun. I want to do it again, but I can't because my body's not ready.
Yeah, it's not ready. It's not ready for the heat. In fact, even I was out last weekend in 65, 70-degree temperatures, and I was finding myself overheated.
Right?
So we have to get in that habit again of hydration, fueling yourself, and making sure that we don't overexert ourselves all at once. It's basically we have to acclimatize. We have to acclimate to the longer days, to the improved warmer temperatures. But it's no joke. We don't want to have heat stroke. We don't want to have anything that we're not ready for. So again,
I think that was a great example how you'd mentioned, you know, temperatures in the 60s and 70s where if we were in the middle of the heat of summer, we'd be like freezing. But because we're coming out of winter, we're used to colder temperatures, and then 60s and 70s, that's warm. So again, that focus on hydration where you might not really stop to think about it, you know, later in the year or more into the warmer weather, you don't really stop to think about 60s and 70s as a reason to need to bring that water bottle or to put the sunscreen on. But as we're acclimating towards those warmer temperatures and that warmer time of year, that's a must-do right now. I think also, too, when people go outside, you know, we're outdoors, we're not stopping and thinking maybe about, too, that accidental brush up against some poison oak while we're hiking, too, right? So it's more than just physical as well. It's more about kind of those other potential injuries or things that can happen when we're outdoors that we might have forgotten about during the winter season, right?
Yes, absolutely. You know, I think that I look at being indoors and working out and being outdoors as they have benefits to one another.
Yes.
But when you're outdoors, it's a little bit less controlled of an environment. So you do have the poison ivy. You have to watch out for that. We, you know, do have that overgrown brush that's going to be in front of us. We may have those scrapes. We may have those falls. We may have those breaks. There's just a little bit more risk out there. And so we have to be mindful of that.
Yeah, mindful and prepared, which then leads us to this great opportunity that you're now offering at Pivot. Tell us about that.
Yeah, you know, for Pivot and the vision of Pivot Fitness and Lifestyle, it's all about basically taking care of you, helping other people take care of themselves. And that really starts from inside. Obviously, we go in, we work out 5-6 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever you do on a daily basis, but we want to make sure that you're healthy from head to toe, meaning it's important to have a primary care provider. We have just opened up Pivot Medical Clinic, and we have a full-time primary care provider. So if you do get those scratches, if you do need those stitches, if you do need somebody to help you through potential, you're feeling fatigued, maybe you're just feeling a little bit more tired, you know, we have somebody to help you with all of these things as well.
And what's the benefit of having the opportunity to have a primary care provider within a fitness center? Because when you step back and you take a look at the bigger picture, it's a no-brainer. But sometimes you got to kind of point out the obvious, right?
It is the obvious. A lot of times we, being healthy, active individuals, we don't think we need anybody until we need somebody. And we really don't want to bog down the urgent cares. We don't want to bog down the emergency rooms. That's not where we belong. We belong in a relationship with a provider and also just the ease of access.
Yeah.
So if you need something, they're there for you. And whatever that is that you need, they're there for you. So I encourage everyone to create a relationship early in their life, not when they need it later on in their life. You know, when we get a little bit older and we have these unexpected things happen, we don't feel good. Be on the offense.
Yes.
Be and prevent unnecessary health concerns from happening.
I love the sports analogy. So true. Be on the offense. You got to be prepared and willing to protect yourself, right? And two, I love the idea of this being in a fitness center because so much of living a healthy lifestyle and healthcare itself comes from your activity, right? The way you eat, the way you take care of yourself is so preventative in itself. So being able to have a a healthcare provider in the same space in which you do all those things, that relationship then is even stronger, right? Because then they're aware of how you're managing yourself on a daily basis, which speaks so much to your health, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I also think just these days, our days are busy. They're booked up. So why not go for convenience? Now, an important piece is that you don't have to be a member of Pivot Fitness in order to come to the medical clinic.
Oh, good.
It's open to anyone and everyone. So we do accept insurance, and again, it's about ease of care and ease of being seen.
Love it. And where can people go to learn more?
PivotMedicalClinic.com. You can learn more there. You can learn more on our Pivot by KA website, but PivotMedicalClinic.com is where you can learn more. And I encourage everyone to learn more.
Yes, I do too, and I greatly appreciate everything that you're doing to, help everyone remain healthy, mentally, physically, and as you mentioned, on the offense, preventatively as well. All right, thank you so much, Kristin. Always great to see you. And I myself will be making sure that I'm stretching out, drinking my water, and not taking it too hard when I go hit the trails, right? We can't be too overzealous as we go out.
Yes, sustainability.
Sustainability, because we want to make sure we can get out and do that more often.
Absolutely.
That's the whole point.